Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show. I love this community. I love this space because in this space, we really share the tools that we all need and deserve to live the life that we want, to have the dream, to have the experiences. First of all, in this space, we realize that we have permission to have the dream. In this space, we really discover how to dream bigger than what we've ever dreamed before. So, you may have seen one of my other shows where I'm really talking about and answering some questions. During our Powerhouse Speakers mega event, which was epic, you should have been there. And if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. We opened up the space for our students and our tribe to ask their burning questions about business and or speaking. And instead of just answering the questions there at the event, we decided to open it up and answer the question for everyone because you may get value from someone's question. Today, I'm answering Anna's question. Anna, what a great question. She asked, how do you stay focused on your vision? I keep getting distracted by minor stuff that steals my time and energy and leads me off on tangents that aren't beneficial to me, my life, my vision, or my business. Lisa, how do you stay focused on your vision? Well, Anna, this took me a while to get because if you are a creator, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are, if you are an artist, then it's natural for us to create. Now, the most challenging part of being the artist, whether you're an artist in makeup, you're an artist in hair, you're an artist in videography, you're an artist in transformation, you're an artist in content, an artist is an artist. And I didn't consider myself an artist for years because I don't do the dance or sing or makeup or hair. But I realized that I'm an artist of content. I'm an artist of transformation. So as an artist, and that's your technical skill set, it's easier to create and stay in that zone. That's the exciting part. New programs, new content, new approach. And the space that most of us get distracted on, and I don't get distracted in this area anymore, but I had to build this muscle. I used to always get distracted. Matter of fact, I was so distracted in my business and my vision that I didn't even think that it was my job to do the back end. Normally building the infrastructure, the stuff that we don't call exciting, building your funnels, your campaigns, building your strategies, making sure your emails, all of the stuff that's the foundation of the business, but it's not the artistry. I always say there's two parts to you. You're an artist and you're a CEO. The artist will always get time because it's the creative time. It's the exciting time. The CEO, I haven't met anyone yet that says, oh my God, I wake up in the morning, I get so excited about doing my numbers. I get so excited about organizing my receipts. You just don't get that. So number one, Anna, is to remember that there's two parts to running a business. There's your technical skill set, the artist, and then there's your CEO skill set. And you have to give both the right amount of time. And get this, your CEO time normally has to be double what your artist time is. So the thing that I spend the least amount of time doing in my business is being on stage and speaking. The other part, when you build a robust business, you're running the business, right? And so understand that. Understand first. So number one, that the things that aren't exciting for you, the CEO stuff, you're going to want to get distracted. So number one, challenge that and go, okay, Lisa told me this. That's why, because it's not in the technical skill set part. It's the foundational CEO part, which is not as fun, but even more necessary. Number two, eliminate the distractions before they even pop up. So set up your environment to eliminate distractions. So when I'm going in, I don't say I'm going to ignore my phone. I turn off my phone. Oh my God, turn off your phone. Yeah, remember there was we were in our 20s and 30s before the phone even came into some of our lives. Not everyone's, but you can live without your phone on. Social media. So I'm real big on time management because time management allows my entire business to own my time. At what time am I doing social media? At what time am I returning phone calls? At what time am I doing emails? I know that sounds super structured, and I'm an artist. So the last thing an artist wants is the structure. Well, actually, the first thing an artist wants is productivity. And how do you get productivity? Time structure. Time management allows you to get it all done. So I have a great time management tool. And what it does is it blocks out time. If you need 30 minutes for something, I allocate an hour for it. And I make a list of everything I need to get done in a day. Now, I don't make it daily. I do for my business. I'm going to need to do sales every day. I'm going to need to do social media every day. I'm going to need to return phone calls. I make a list of what's required to run a business. I'm going to need to talk to joint venture partners or partners. What do you need to do in the course of a day to run the business? Then, Anna, I find a time for all of it on the calendar. You won't stick to it, but you will be more structured. And then over time, you'll begin to naturally do it. I still know this was 2006, my first time management that I did. I resisted it for 2 years, just so you know, don't do that. My first time management, I did Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 hours a day from 10 to 12. I did sales calls. My business grew 152% in 1 year. Why? Because all of a sudden I had allocated time for sales. What's not documented doesn't happen. Number 2 or 3, I don't know which one I'm on. I'm just talking to you, girl. Make a plan for dealing with distractions that are harder to eliminate. So make a plan. So how do you do that? So my son, Jelani, who's now in his 20s, he would come home after school and be like, Mommy, Mommy. So I'd have my time with him. So it said Jelani reconnection time. And that was reconnecting after school so I can hear all the things he did at school. And then I would look at what I needed to do and I would say, Mommy, me time. And I would put that on the door. And underneath Mommy, me time would be available for you, and I'd have a time. And that would be when he and I can reconnect again. And he would find a toy to play with, find a class, and he would just stare. He would just stare at the time and stare at the clock, digital time, digital clock, so he just stared. But he didn't bother me until I finished that task because I communicated with him and I eliminated the distraction ahead of time by having a system. Next is get real about why you're letting these things distract you. So a lot of times it's not the fear of failure, but it could be. If that's the case, let's go do some personal development work. I know that I see so many entrepreneurs limiting their business growth because they're trying to find the solution to their problem in the business. And the challenge is not the business. The challenge is your self-esteem about who you are, who you're becoming in the business. Your fear of failure, it's old conversations. I don't want my family to look down on me and I sacrifice so much. Or the fear of success. For so many of us, me included, it wasn't, what if it doesn't work? My biggest challenge was, oh my God, what if it does work? The next thing is to give yourself grace. Understand that your timeline is probably way too fast. Someone told me years ago, Lisa, it's going to cost you twice as much as you thought it would, and it's going to take you 3 times longer than you thought it would take you. Man, I didn't believe him. Like, whatever, you don't know me. And then it happened. My $100,000 budget was really $250,000. And you will be blown away if I told you what I thought I was going to do in 1 year when I first started. What I calculated in 1 year actually took me 5. So have grace. Give yourself grace. The next thing is create and celebrate your micro wins. So often we're trying to get to, 180 degrees out there that you didn't even celebrate these 2 degrees. Like celebrate the micro wins. Like celebrate them. Send a picture, do a video, send it to someone. You want to hear congratulations. I used to call it a graduation. When I graduated from my walk-in closet, which was my first office for 4 years, my brother, are you here? Can you hear me? I'm at my brother's house. Like he used to sit and watch me in my walk-in closet. When I graduated from a walk-in closet to I had a dining room, that's a graduation. And then from a dining room to a pantry, a big pantry. I made that my office was everywhere but a real office. And every time I graduated, I called it a graduation. So celebrate your micro wins. Next, remind yourself of your goals and why you want them. Don't get caught up in why someone else wants you to have this goal. Don't get caught up in comparison. Benjamin Franklin says comparison will always be the thief of all your joy. Know your why. Tap into your why. Because when you get tired, when you get frustrated, when you get angry, you're going to need to go back and pick up your why. And do it for your why, not your challenges. Your challenges will stop you. Your why will keep you going through them. Now, lastly, get an accountability community. Get someone that you trust enough to share your big, bodacious dream with. And then back into that dream with milestones and how you're going to get there. So here's my big dream that I want to be a global, transformational speaker. The next 12 months, I want to develop my website. I want to develop my message, and I want to understand my audience. And then in year 2, I want to develop my second program. I want to start my first retreat. Like, give yourself milestones to get to that big, bodacious goal. If you only have the big, bodacious goal, you never know how much progress you're making because you didn't create milestones. And then share your bodacious goal and share your milestones with someone who's not afraid of you, someone who can see the dream with you, someone you don't have to convert into knowing that you can do it, and someone that's going to be your cheerleader and your champion on your darkest day. Share the entire journey with them and allow them to hold you accountable, not to the person that you are today, but to the person that you're becoming. Okay, now remember, this is not a monologue. I am not here to entertain you, though I do like the tie-dye, the outfits. I am here to transform you in whatever way that I can. I'm here for your awakening. I'm here for your opening up to new possibility. I'm here to just be a reminder at times of things you already heard, but now you need to hear it again with where you are in this moment. This is a dialogue. I'd love to hear from you. Share with me, leave me a comment, and join the conversation or continue the conversation. What did this video do for you? What was the content in this video that you needed to hear? What was a reminder, or what was a new BOL? In this community, we use BOL, breakthrough out loud, Lisa. And then what did someone else say that you can relate to? If that's the case, type in Yana, Y-A-N-A. In this community, we say you are not alone, to let ourselves and our tribe know that you're not in this journey by yourself. So what part of this conversation stirred your soul? And then check out one of these videos for more powerful content, and more importantly, more great connection. After all, this is your home. And every time you come back, I want you to hear me saying, welcome home. We are your tribe. This is a judgment-free zone. No one can do you better than you. And I'm your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And each time that I say that I believe in you and that I love you, it's not for lack of words. As crazy as it could seem with us being across the video vibration, I do love you and I do believe in you. I cannot wait to see you next time. Check out that